All right. Okay, guys, good morning. Wait here another minute or so as everyone joins. Thanks for showing up this morning virtually. My name is Sarah. This is a about 45-minute workout. We're going to be doing a little bit more kind of mixed in traditional Pilates stuff. So a lot down on the ground on a mat or carpet, or it's just something comfortable to lay down on. You can share your videos, please do. It's great to see you guys work out. Makes me feel like I'm not just alone here. And at the end of class, if you want to unmute your microphone, feel free to. Usually I try to keep them on mute during class, just so if there's background noises wherever you are, it's less disturbing. Okay, kind of scroll through here. Okay. Cool, awesome. Looks like 18 people have signed in. All right, guys, looking pretty good. So I'm gonna come back here to my mat. We're gonna get started seated, kind of warming up in our core, stretching out our spine. So bringing your feet together, a little hugging of those inner thighs, sitting high up on those sitting bones, and then bringing your hands to the back of your legs. So just relax those shoulders down the back, feeling a little squeeze down through those shoulder blades. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to start to slowly roll down. Pressing down from your tailbone, articulating through the spine. Lower back. Arms on those hamstrings, the back of your legs for some support. Mid-back, upper back, neck, and then head. So just feeling your spine nice and heavy and long against the floor. Bringing your arms down to your side. Walking your feet in a little bit closer, and if you can, bring your feet to touch. So big toes, inner ankle bones hugged in, wrapping those inner thighs in. We'll take a couple breaths here. Inhale, so the ribcage expand out to the side, and then exhale, that little hug of those front ribs together. Inhale, stretching across the sides of the waistline. Exhale, that tightening core set squeeze. Take 3 more breaths. Two, and last one. On your next inhale, we're going to reach our fingertips forward up to the ceiling, right above those shoulders. And as you exhale, pressing your arms straight back down. Inhale, fingertips reach up, shoulder blades staying wide and flat against the floor. You can kind of press them down. Exhale, reaching your fingertips forward to the edge of your mat, back down to your side. 3 more with just the arms. Last one. Next inhale, arms are going to reach back up, stretching through the fingertips, especially that pinky finger side of your hand. As you exhale and reach your hands forward, we're going to start to roll up. Head, neck, upper back, mid-back, looking right over that front waistband, and then inhale, rolling back down, upper back, neck, and head. Arms reaching forward, pressing down. Exhale, so those front ribs squeeze together. Inhale, rolling back down, upper back, neck, and head. 3 more times with just the arms and that upper spine. Holding those hips still. Just a little hug of those inner thighs together. 2. Last one. Inhale, hands lift back up, head rolls down. As you exhale, we're gonna reach forward and hold. Continuing to breathe, inhale, exhale. We're gonna add in some movement in our arms. We're gonna start to pulse those arms, reaching your fingertips forward. Big inhale, pulse, 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 pulse. Big exhale. Arms are really strong, reaching out, sliding shoulders further away from the sides of your neck, hugging those ribs in together in the front of the body, pressing tailbone down. Last few breaths. Inhale, pulse, 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 pulse. Exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Final two. Last one. Big inhale. Full exhale. Slowly roll it all the way back down. Inhale, fingertips still stretching up to the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to reach forward, lifting up head, neck, and shoulder blades. Holding onto the back of your thighs, continuing to round the back, coming up a little bit further. Still keeping that scoop in the stomach, so you have a little tuck of your chin. Inhale, starting to roll back down. Exhale, rolling up. So rolling up a little bit higher, getting more stretch in the lower back. Hug those elbows in. If you don't need your arms for support on your legs, you can stretch those fingertips back out. Prepping up the spine. Round up. Peel down. Last two. Hold those feet in place. Hold those inner thighs together. Last one. And then rolling all the way down. Arms are going to come down to your side. And we're going to start with our right leg. Extending that leg out, you're going to point the toes. Kick that right leg up to the ceiling. Feel some sweep through the back of the thigh. And then we're going to lower that leg all the way back down. So reaching out from the abdominal wall, through the quad, the shin, the toes. And then bend that knee back in. The leg extends out, kicks up, lower, pull it in. Reach out, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, drag it back in. Slide it out, lift up, straight leg, reaching through those toes, engage those leg muscles, and in. Reach out, lift up, lower, pull it in. Last two. Reach out, sweep up, lower, pull it in. Now on this last one, leg extends out, lift it up, and hold. Both hips stay in place, so pressing your sitting bones, your booty down into the floor. Arms still at your side for a little extra support. And then we're going to circle our right leg. It's going to go down to the ground, out to the side, back up to the ceiling. So working your core to help keep those hips still. Tailbone down and lower back, close to the floor. Final four. 3, 2, last one, and then reverse directions. Out to the side, down, and up, whichever way you didn't go before. 6, 5, straight leg as possible. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Inhale, we're going to lower the leg, reaching out, reaching out, reaching out. Exhale, leg kicks up. You can add a little bit more movement through the foot, flexing the foot down, pointing those toes up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, leg stays up. Now we're going to lift the hips. So using your other leg, press into that left heel, the back of the arms, tailbone lifts off the floor, and lower. Keep those right toes reaching up, working across the abdominal wall, up front of your lower ribs together to help keep those hips level. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hips lower, leg lowers. We're gonna add in that kick. Leg is gonna brush up toward the ceiling. Hips lift. Hips lower, leg lowers. Reaching out through the back of the thigh, pushing down to that left heel. Peel it down. 6. And lower. Press up 5. 4. 3. Healing through the spine, you got it. Nice, 2. Last one. Roll those hips back down, and then we'll take that right leg, bend at the knee, opening it up to the side, and cross your right ankle over the top of that left leg. So hips still level at your side, arms at your side, coming up onto those left toes, lifting your heel off the mat. Right knee stays wide so you get some stretch in the hip as you start to bring your bottom leg, that left knee in toward you, and then toes tapping back down. Trying to keep that pelvis still so it's not tilting. Reaching out through the lower abs, keeping that tailbone down. Just that left leg coming in and out. Right leg is just some added resistance, some added weight to lift against. Final 4, 3, 2. Yes, last one. Leg comes back down, drop that heel because we're gonna come back into a bridge. Pressing into your left heel, roll those hips up, and right back down. Tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, mid back, lower back, tailbone. Right knee stays out to the side. Join that stretch through the hip. Lift 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna hold. Hips lift, right leg is gonna extend out on a diagonal and tap back in. Reach and tap. 6, 5, 4, hips high. Yeah, 3, 2. Last one, bend the knee, roll those hips down, combining those movements. Hips lift, leg extends out, bend the knee out to the side, roll those hips down. Hips lift, kick, bend, and lower. 6, 5, 4, reach, bend, bring it down. 3, 2. Last one. Foot crosses, lower those hips all the way down. Hips stay down, so no bridge. Send your leg out because that knee's turned out. It's gonna be a little bit more on a diagonal versus straight up to the ceiling. So let that leg open out. Then from here, we're gonna make that same kind of circling motion, but a little bit smaller. Both hips stay in place. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee right back where it was. Left leg extends all the way out straight. Arms still at your side. We're gonna start to stretch that left foot up to the ceiling. Sweeping up through the back of the thigh, reaching out through those toes, and then lower. You can stay here. If you want to add on, pressing through the arms, keep your gaze to the ceiling, leg lifts, maybe adding a little lift to the hips. Rolling those hips down, rolling that leg down or sweeping that leg down. So leg goes up, hips lift, hips lower, leg lowers. Pushing through the back of the arms just like you do in a bridge. You want to keep the hips down, keep the hips down. We've got a couple more to go. Final 3. 2. Last one. Roll those hips down. Leg comes down. We're pretty much set up for where we're going next, but we're going to roll onto our left side. So rolling onto that left side, you're going to bring your left arm, elbow up to the side, resting your head in your hand. You can also come all the way down on your bicep. That sometimes can help keep your head and neck lined up a little bit better. Right leg is still crossed, coming down to the floor to stack those hips. And then this left leg hovers. So feeling your inner thigh start to turn on. We'll start with a couple little pulses. Little lift underneath that left side of your rib cage. Feeling those obliques turn on. Pulse at 8. 7, continue to breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg hovering up, circle 8. Hips stay still, front ribs pull together. 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Final 6. 5 little circles reaching out. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to little pulses. Working your inner left thigh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, looking good, last one. Left leg can come down. We're gonna continue to roll. So we're gonna come onto our right side. Hands down underneath you, right knee underneath you. Send that left leg back behind. You wanna make sure that your wrists are facing forward, elbows facing in, your left leg extended back behind you. This right leg toes can stay flat or tucked, whatever feels better. We're gonna add on a bit, and when we do, toes will have to come tucked, but for now they can also stay flat. Left leg lifts back behind you, knee and toes point down, little lift in the front waistband to keep that lower back supported. Inhale, reaching your toes out, crown of the head forward. Exhale, we're gonna squeeze knees to nose, feeling some scoop in your stomach. Inhale, toe goes out, lengthen the abdominal wall, crown of the head forward. Exhale, scoop around the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, scoop in. Now you can stay here, totally fine, working your core, working your legs, even those arms. If you want to add on, here's where you tuck your toes. When your left leg extends back, we're going to lift the hips, tailbone toward the ceiling, crown of the head between your hands. Left knee comes in, right knee comes close to the ground, and then kick back. And you can always bring that right knee back to the floor. Scoop. Inhale, lengthen, straight spine, left leg. Exhale, hug in. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, final 2. Last one. Wherever you are, knee down or toes, pulse that back leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you bring your left leg down, we're gonna cross it right underneath the right. Turning your toes to face the side of your mat. Stacking shoulders over wrists. You got a twist in your plank. My belly button is facing toward the computer. Shoulders are over wrists. We're going to start to widen our collarbones, letting that left hip drop a little closer to the floor. And then tucking your chin, scooping those left obliques, hips lift into that twisted pike. Inhale, lengthening forward crown of the head, widen those collarbones. Exhale, scoop belly button to spine, left rib to left hip. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, scoop, lift, twisted pike. Almost done, then we'll take a quick stretch. 4, scoop up. 3, and scoop. 2, last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Uncross your feet. Drop to those knees and stretch it out. Take a child's pose. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Roll out those wrists, take out those shoulders. All right, awesome job. A lot of stuff we just did, but we still have a second side to go. So we're gonna come back to laying down, taking your legs back out in front of you, feet together. If you want to take this opportunity to do another one of those nice slow roll downs, using your core, melting your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. Connecting your back into the floor. Arms come down to your side. So, in our second side here, our left leg is going to start the movement. First part, hips are down, arms at your side. Grab some room. Left leg is going to go out, reach through the toes. Kick your leg toward the ceiling. Lower that leg. Bend your knee back in. Toes reach out. Left leg kicks up. Lower the leg. Bend it back in. Reach it out. Sweep it up. Lower. Bend it in. Reach out. Sweep up. Lower. Bend in. 4 more. Bend in, yes. 3. Kick. Lower. And in. Last 2. Sweep up. Lower. Pull it in. Final one. Toes out. Leg up. And then just those kicks. Lower and sweep. Four, 3, 2, last one, leg stays up, point those toes, and then leg is gonna circle. 8, 7, 6, holding those hips still. 4, 3, 2, 1, reversing directions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, leg is gonna reach up. Pressing into that left heel. Hips are gonna lift. And roll back down. Trying to keep your hips as level as possible. It will pull those front ribs together, peeling your spine down evenly through both sides. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hips lifted, leg lowers and kicks for 8, 7, 6, hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Final one. Roll those hips down, leg lowers, adding on together. Leg lifts, hips lift. Hips lower, leg lowers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll those hips down. That extended leg crosses, so now your left knee out to the side. Pressing your hips, sitting bones down into the mat. Coming onto those right toes. Inhale as you exhale, bring that bottom leg in closer to you. Knee over the hip. Inhale, stretching that leg out and down. Toes tap the mat. Bring it up and lower. So left leg's getting a nice stretch in the hip and glute. Working the hip flexors, lower abdominal muscles. Keeping lower back close to the ground. Final 4, 3, 2, final 1. Foot comes down. All right, back to our bridge. So pressing into that heel, arms at your side, hips lift and lower. Roll it up. Upper back, mid back, lower back, tailbone, bring it down. 6, 5, 4, big breathe, squeeze at the top. 3, 2, final 1, let's hold. Left leg, we're gonna extend it up, bend it in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, bend the knee, roll it down, combining those movements. Hips lift, leg straightens, bend the knee, hips lower. Hip up, leg out, bend the knee, roll it down. 6, straighten, bend, peel down, roll up. 5, kick, bend, and lower. Last 4, 3, 2, final 1. Lift, straighten, bend, roll it down. Extending that leg back out, little circles. Plugging those hips in place, stretching out through those toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee out to the side. Other leg is going to straighten all the way out. Pressing your arms down. First few ones, tailbone stays down, sweeping up to the back of the thigh. Leg lifts up to the ceiling and lower. Sweep up and peel down. Float down. Now you can stay here if you want to add on that lift. Chest stays down away from your chin. Eyes look to the ceiling, weights across the upper back and in the back of that straight leg. Leg goes up, hips lift, hips lower, leg lowers. Sweep up, peel down. Just a couple more, and then we roll onto our side. 4, 3, 2, last one. Peel it all the way down. So from here, we're pretty much set up. We're going to rotate onto that right hip, rolling onto our right side. Your left knee that's bent stays bent. Coming down, resting your head right onto your bicep, shoulders and hips stacked, or head in your hand if that's more comfortable for your neck. Feeling some stretch through that bottom leg, working into our inner thigh. Little lift of those right obliques, right ribs off the floor, so you're not lounging on your side. It's small, but you can see a little scoop, little air hole underneath. Lift the leg and pulse. So you want to feel that kind of arch of your foot is going up. Your inner thigh. Might feel it all the way up through the core as well. Other hand here on your hip or in front of you. Help you balance. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it straight, and circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set of pulses. Hips still stacked. Keep that lift. Those right ribs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg comes down. Still have some work to do, but we're going to come to all four. So our left knee, the one that's bent, is going to stay bent as you bring your hands underneath you. Left knee underneath you. Pressing up from those palms. Little lift in that front waistband to support the lower back. Right leg extends back, reaching out through those toes. So from here, that right knee's going to come in. Then a little scoop in the stomach, slightly rounding the spine. And then reaching that leg back out, pushing through the abdominal wall. Crown head reaches forward. Big inhale. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, extend back out. Hey, Addie. You can stay here. If you want to add on, tuck those left toes. Right knee comes back and you feel that scoop. Now both legs are going to straighten. Left leg to hold you up, right leg to kick back. Scoop in. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, scoop in. Both knees bend. Both legs straighten. Final 4, 3, 2. Left knee can be down or left leg can be straight. Either way, leg extends and pulse. Inner thigh to the ceiling. Reach through those toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that pulsing leg. Cross it to turn your hips back to where they're just facing for that inner thigh work. Inner thighs hug together. Inhale, right hip's going to drop a little lower. Smile out, widen out the collarbone, stretch it in front of the shoulders. Then exhale, scoop through those right obliques, tuck the chin, that twisted hike. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, tuck the chin and scoop. Last part of the exercise, and we stretch. Final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze up, uncross your feet, drop to those knees, take a stretch. Hips fall away from that back rib cage, and you turn palms up to the ceiling. Rest your forehead down onto the floor. All right, when you're ready, peel it on up, sit on up. So we're gonna come into a little bit more core work, working the front of our legs, a little bit of arms too. It's not gonna be a crazy amount of weight, because unless you're using hand weights, just holding your arms up, but it's really good for kind of building in both strength and flexibility in your shoulders. But we'll start kind of back into those core muscles. So bringing your legs in front of you, sitting high up on your sitting bones. So those little bony pieces of pelvis underneath you. You want to watch that you don't kind of roll to the back of them. Trying to stay on the tippy top for now. Giving yourself some room, because we are going to roll back eventually. So coming onto those toes if you can. Arms, hands, coming to your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Rolling those shoulders back and down. So you have some lift up to the abdominal wall. And you're not crunching in the stomach. So we're going to start with one leg at a time. Right leg extends out. Bend that knee back in. Again, light on those toes. Left leg straightens and bends. So you want to feel that your leg is kind of heavy in your hands. Kind of pressing down into your palm. That'll give you some room in the front of the hip for the leg to extend out without pulling tension into the lower back. You can stay here, one leg at a time, or both legs together. So yeah, strength, flexibility, and just some coordination. Kind of hug those elbows in. Nice. Do 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bend those knees. From here, we're going to reach a little bit further to your calves or ankles, and then rolling back and forth. So if that feels good on your back, go for it. If it doesn't, you can just roll all the way down and back up a little bit slower. But if you can kind of curl in like a ball, tuck your chin, keeping your feet together. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Little moment of balance, maybe. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Roll all the way back up. Straighten those legs out. And then, well, I'm trying to face forward. So legs are out in front of you. You might need a little bend in your knees. That's okay. But make sure your hips are pretty level so that you're not kind of crunching in the stomach. So heart lifted high over that front waistband. You can send those legs all the way out. Go for it. Maybe a little hug of those feet together. So we're going to bend our arms kind of like a field goal. Elbows out to the side. I have to bring the fingertips together. And then your shoulders just kind of sliding away from your ears. So it's like my elbows are reaching out to the sides of the mat. First, you start with bringing those arms together. So you get a little hug in the chest. Close as they can come without those shoulders lifting. And then pulse behind you, squeezing those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Elbows, palms together. Open wide. And pulse, pulse, pulse. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. Bring it together. Open back out. Little squeezes back, back, back. 2 more like this. Final 1. Little squeezes back. Shoulder blades hug. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your arms all the way back together. Shoulders plugged in, elbows hugged in, And extend those arms forward and back in. Let's come to the side. So kind of see that. You want to make sure your shoulders aren't super high up. It's okay if those elbows aren't touching. Turn the triceps on to keep them squeezed in. There might have to be a little bit of space there. That's okay. Long, flat back. Legs extended out. 8, 7, 6. Push, push, push those hands together. Internal tension. 4, 3, 2. Last one. My favorite part. Elbows are going up. Shoulders are going down. So this shoulder going down as the elbow goes up. Also squeezing our elbows together, squeezing those palms together. Long flat back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're gonna come down. You can kind of keep your arms here, bring them back there. Bend those knees. Crossing your right leg over, maybe one time. Maybe you can cross it a little bit more. Right arm goes under, back of the hands together, or maybe you can cross it a little bit more. We're gonna crunch elbows to knees. Squeeze in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, squeeze. So from yoga, it's your eagle pose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down, switching it up. Left leg over, maybe one time, maybe it can cross all the way. And then left arm under, back of the hands together, or keep crossing them, palms together. Inhale, exhale, squeeze elbows to knee. Inhale, stretch apart. Exhale, scoop in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ribs to hips, belly button to spine. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, get that cross. Tough to do. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and those pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs lower, arms and legs can uncross. Give those knees a hug, a squeeze in toward you. Rolling yourself all the way back up. Stretch those legs back out in front. Got one last thing we're gonna do. Legs can open out a little bit wider, so maybe just past the corners of your mat, not crazy straddle, enough so that you can sit high up over those hips. Arms are gonna reach out to the side, hugging those shoulders in. So we'll start with just the twist. I'm gonna twist toward my left first, just to kind of face you guys. Inhale, back center, exhale, twist the other way. Ribs high over hips. Inhale, back center. Let's do that 2 more times. Feel that twist rotation. Back to center, other way. Twist rotation, back to center. Now adding in our saw, we're gonna twist. Right hand reaches toward those left toes, left hand behind you. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, twist the other way. And saw. Feel that twist and scoop in the waistline. And moves width. Yes, looking good, guys. You can move fast or slow. Getting in some kind of extra little stretch and that straddle to open those hips up. Working in your waist, your core through the front of the body, the abdominal wall, as well as the back of the body. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, squeeze arms and legs together. And then let's take a nice forward fold. So stretching fingertips toward your toes, reaching for the arches of the feet, your calves, or the back of the legs. Allow your head and neck to soften. And when you're ready to peel on up, to come on up, you can turn and face forward. We're gonna bring our legs into kind of a comfortable little cross. Roll out those shoulders a few times, cramping on those arms a bit today. You reach your right arm up to the ceiling, a little support from the back with your left hand, and then reaching behind those shoulder blades, getting some stretch in your triceps and around the shoulder. Right fingertips reach back up to the ceiling. Left hand grabs onto the wrist and take a little side bend. Spiraling your heart toward the sky. Pressing down into that right hip. Stretching up and away from it. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, bending your left elbow. A little support from that right hand. Let fingertips reach back up, holding onto that wrist with the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, release those arms. You guys did it. Thank you again so much for joining me this morning. If there's any questions, anything you want to comment with, feel free to turn your mic on, let me know, or send me a message through Body Rock info at bodyrockpilates.com or on Facebook or Instagram. I will be here at 10 o'clock tomorrow for a workout similar to what we did today. Or been doing here. If there's anything that you want to do again or you remember from other classes, just let me know.